Welcome back. This is 311 Griffin, and I apologize for not getting back to this sooner. But let's finish up our skin and check it out inside DCS. Of course, you can check it out in Model Viewer as well, but I don't because I tend to just have more luck looking at them in DCS. So I made my DXT files of the SPEC layer and the regular layer, and let's see, I need to get rid of these, so we'll delete all the old files, and then we will update the description Lua file in Notepad++, and we should be off to the races. So we just have to update it with the new file names, basically. Okay, and we want to do the same thing for all of these. Now, one thing you can do is use the search function and find and replace, or just replace, and you can, if you do your naming structure correctly here, you can whip through these files pretty fast. Whoops, I skipped the one. We'll get back to it. So I'm just going to do a brief check to make sure that it's what I want, and then just blaze through them. You got to make sure that it worked the way you thought it would. There's a lot of lines here, and I'm going to be honest, I don't know what they all mean. I mean, it has something to do with board numbers and things, but I've never quite figured out the board numbers. Alright, there we go. That should be it. We'll go ahead and close those down. And then we will fire up DCS. Sometime today. Ah, there it is. Yep, I still haven't fixed my MiG-21. Thanks a lot. Magnitude or Leatherneck or whatever you guys are. Okay, sorry for the pause there, but we're going to load up the mission editor here. And it takes it a minute to load sometimes. It's best to be patient with it. Okay, the map is loaded now. So let's get the plane and open it up. Oh, not the warehouse. The plane, because I've used this mission for checking some other skins. Oh, whoops. It's got to be an airplane that I own. Yeah, let's just do that. We'll set it to nothing so we can choose whatever we want. Go get our F-86. There we go. Set it to player. You don't have to set it to player just to check the skin, but I always do. I want it sitting still at first so I can look at everything without a lot of hassle. And there she is. Okay. Looks pretty good in the preview window. I don't know about the stripes on the side. They come up a little high for my tastes, but either that or I just need to make them go all the way over the top, one or the other. I'm not sure. So we'll save it since we made some changes. Fire it up. Okay, so the inside of the cockpit looks great, but I didn't do any of that. Looks pretty good out here. I see a couple things that need to change. I don't know if I like the height of the stripe on the side. Might bring that down a little bit. There's some the stripes. There's a little bit of bit where I didn't clip it properly, coming up on the leading edge there of my stripes. The inside of the doors looks good, or the speed brakes, I should say. Oh, I left off the black trim stripes on those the blue wingtip bands there, but everything else looks pretty good. Oh, yeah, I didn't fix the stripes on the little thin stripes on the side. Well, let's take this thing up for a spin and see what it looks like in the sunlight. So, I'm going to segue a little bit here. The F86 is a pretty cool module. I'm a little bit bummed that it doesn't have more content to match it in DCS. I know there's the MiG-15, but aside from that, there's really not a lot that you can do with the F86. The MiG-15 feels like it's maybe I don't know. The F86 seems a little outmatched by the MiG-15 inside the game. I don't know. It's probably my flying, but but I do like the F86, and I know that it's kind of hard to make a lot of modules. It's resource intensive. So, but the F86 is a tried and true, just a good classic jet. It's fun to fly. It's not going to set any speed records in DCS, but it's pretty graceful and forgiving, while also you can't just yank on the joystick and to make your turns. You got pretty smooth with it, so it's actually made me a better Mustang pilot as well. But anyway, this looks pretty good. The shininess looks pretty good. That's about what I was going for, and I might tweak a little bit, but I'm not for sure. So I will make some changes to fix some of the mistakes there, but basically everything that I've done here from start to finish is what I always do on any module here in DCS to make a skin, and you can use it on anything that has a texture template that works nicely with GIMP. Some of them are made with Photoshop or made for Photoshop in a way that you can't really access the layers properly, and so those don't work. But if it plays nice with GIMP, you can make a texture template. If I can do it, anybody else can do it. And things that I've shown you through this series of videos in GIMP can also be used for editing photos or making logos or doing any kind of graphic work. It's elementary stuff for the most part. There's a lot of people out there that have a lot more expertise with GIMP and can do a lot cooler stuff than I can. You know, so I'm not going to turn you into a graphic design artist or anything like, but it can get you started. And so anyway, I hope it was helpful, and I'm just going to let it play out here a little bit, but thanks for watching and happy flying.